as of the time of this broadcast, it is believed that Winnie Odinga, the daughter to the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, is the current beneficiary of the position of the Member of Parliament to the East African Legislative Assembly. And that has really caused mixed reaction to an extent that it would have been a very magnanimous move if at all they would have nominated any other vibrant leader other than the daughter to the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, considering the fact that she's coming at a time that she's going to replace her uncle, Dr. Oburu Odinga, to whom served right from 2017 to 2022. And that has really caused mixed reaction to an extent that people have been citing reasons that there were several other vibrant leaders to whom will fit that position. We have a leader from Kilifi like Fikirini Jacobs, to whom, just to embrace the spirit of inclusivity and accommodation, then they will best nominate such people. And her appointment then paraphrases that in ODM as a party, then nepotism plays a very big role in how they conduct their mandates in the party at large. And that is why, before the chambers of parliament, Senator Okongo Omogeni came out and presidented, lamenting to the ODM fraternity at large. But before you have a look at what Senator Okongo Omogeni had to say, kindly please, if you're watching me for the very first time, kindly please consider hitting on the subscribe button. If you've been watching my videos and you've not subscribed, kindly please consider hitting on the subscribe button. And more so, if you're watching me from a different platform, either Telegram, TikTok, or Facebook, kindly please just head on to YouTube, search for Mohamed Sudi. I'll be the first right person to pop up. If matters, socio-economic and political matters are your great areas of concerns, kindly please consider hitting on the subscribe button so that each and every time that I upload a new video, it will automatically reflect on your notification panel. And by so doing, you'll simply be supporting my content.
Of the Committee of Delegated Legislation, because I could not get time, Mr. Speaker, to serve in 3 committees, Mr. Speaker. But what I'm saying here, Mr. Speaker, and with tremendous respect to those in leadership, distinguished senators, Mr. Speaker, is a situation, Mr. Speaker, where somebody is in the leadership, but they still want to serve in 4 other committees. What are we trying to show, Mr. Speaker? Leadership is not about you being greedy, Mr. Speaker. Leadership is about you giving opportunities to those who have the same qualification as you to serve, Mr. Speaker. The law students watching their professor here, professor of law, professor of gender, being excluded from membership of justice and legal affairs. What message are we sending, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, nobody is more special in the contribution that we made in garnering votes for our party leader, Raila Amolo Odinga, Mr. Speaker. From the county of Nyamira, from the county of Kisii, we gave as much as we could, like the senator for Isiolo, Mr. Speaker. And I can read the figures. From the county of Nyamira, Mr. Speaker, we delivered 129,000 votes to Raila Odinga. From Isiolo, Mr. Speaker, Raila Odinga got 26,000. He lost to William Ruto, who got 32,000, Mr. Speaker. But as we speak here, Mr. Speaker, the only way you want to thank the Omogusi nation is to say that we deserve nothing, Mr. Speaker. Don't we have capacity to learn, Mr. Speaker? Even in the county of Kisii, where William Samoei Ruto got 134,000 votes against Raila Odinga at 263,000. He has rewarded the Omogusi nation with the seat of whip in the National Assembly. Because you must have regional balance. You must have fairness, Mr. Speaker. And we must speak.
As you've heard, Okongo Omogeni was just trying to expose the inequalities and unfairness that have been running in ODM. He goes ahead stating that William Ruto, the current president of this great republic, was also in ODM. You mistreated him. He decided to bolt out, went to church, prayed, and he is now the current president. And if I'm just to add on that, is that William Ruto is a direct beneficiary of ODM's magnanimity, because they betrayed him. He bolted out, went to Jubilee, and he became the deputy president. And if I can make a flashback, ODM has had all the political big names like Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Masika Wetangula, Ababu Namwamba, just to mention but a few. But out of all the betrayals, they decided to bolt out. If I'm just to concretize on Okongo Omogeni's speech, is that sooner or later, they or he will bolt out of ODM, simply because if I'm just to consider historically, is that each and every member of ODM who wanted to bolt out, then he will come before the chambers of parliament, lament on his issues, then give a time span to look at how things will be unfolding. And a good example is Moses Masika Wetangula, of whom was a coalition partner of ODM under his party of Ford Kenya. And as I speak, yesterday, Florence Mutua, the former woman representative from Busia, bolted out of ODM. The return of Dr. Miguna Miguna also leaves ODM situation in limbo, simply because it will now have to fight against two external forces, one from the government and two from the general, Dr. Miguna Miguna. However much people have belittled Dr. Miguna Miguna, I believe if he composes himself, then he will put ODM under severe pressure, because he's mainly shown interest that he will want to ousted the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga as the Luo's kingsman. And I believe it won't be easy. But that's just my opinion. If you have a contrary opinion to that, kindly please feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I'll give it a right of reply. Kindly please don't forget to subscribe. As I end this, have it in mind that the louder the ufa, the poorer the owner. And that is why you'll never hear of loud music in banks.